Hello everyone and welcome to the Manifestation Tarot. You're very welcome to my channel. So today is an exciting day. I just got in the new deck which I designed myself, and they're designed to bring forward the manifestation process. But the cards are a little bit for those who are new to tarot, who want to learn how to use tarot. So take one out as an example. It's not always easy to decipher the images or to learn off all the cards off by heart. So these are just an example, written certain words on them to show what the meaning is as well as what the card is itself. So this one is the Fool, and it shows what the Fool is usually purity. And then, if you want to, let's say, learn how to do tarot yourself, to have like a trigger word to know what the main, let's say, idea of what the card is about, then you can take it from there. So even if you, let's say, read something in reverse, so you'll take this card. So this is success. If you read it in reverse, it basically means the opposite of success. So failure, okay? And I also have a book with it that will show you all the meanings of the various different cards that are there, that are available, and how you can read them yourself. But having a little trigger word with relation to the cards, especially if you're learning, I think is very helpful. And I thought that would be a good little addition to designing the cards, especially for beginners. So I have 3 decks here today, and the whole premise, there's a lot of flies around today actually, so it's very annoying. The premise and the subject is what is coming in next for you. And I just want you to take a moment to see which cards resonate with you the most. And then we'll begin. So we have the first one, which is the pink one, the second one, which is the clear one, and this one, which is pinky and clear. So I'm going to fly in and go for the first deck. So what is coming in next for you, whoever chose the first one? Let's get into it. So, 9 of Wands. Five of Swords. Ace of Wands. Queen of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Right. Oh God. So 2 flies just at it on the table. Right. And they're all over me right now, so pretty irritating. Go away. Right, so 9 of Wands typically means that there has been some sort of setback. Right? But that setback, it doesn't have to stop you. It doesn't have to, it's all part of the process, really. It's part of the process, and you can either let it bring you down or use it as part of your story to move forward. So that's what's going to come in for you, is some sort of setback that you think is the major setback. But look, all of your rods here are forward. It's just this one thing is back. So you have to use your energy to persist and move forward, and not to let something keep you back. Then, so the next one is the 5 of Swords, and I wrote down ego for this. So it's like some sort of ego death needs to happen, where you become aware of yourself and the things that maybe self-sabotaging, things that hold you back, or let's say being in conflict with others. So let's say there might be things down here. So there's swords down here, and they indicate that you might have lost the battle, but it's not over. You're still in it. And to be kind of conscious of the part that you play in it. And to not let whatever happened to hold you back, and to realize that there's a new beginning coming in, which is the Ace of Wands. So this is like realizing that, yes, like things might not have gone your way, but it's part of moving forward and restarting, and to gain your independence in that. So that's what the Queen of Swords represents. See the single sword. The sword is on its own. It's about starting again, to gather your energy and to move forward and to create a strategy that works. So you see this card here, Seven of Swords, is like, bring all your swords together, all 5 swords. Leave the ones that don't suit you behind, that don't match where you're going behind. So I think this is a very positive reading in that, yes, like we all have mishaps in our life happen, right? But you can't let that hold you back. Instead, focus on what you do have. Focus what you have left. Focus on the things that, like, be grateful for what you do have in your life, rather than like focusing on all the things that aren't working. Like, look at this rod, this one rod, but you have 8 other rods there that you don't see. Focus on what's good, what's great, and what you can learn from this to move forward in the life that you want, and to keep your spirit up. To know that you have what it takes within you, and to just position your mindset to suit where you want to go, to suit your dreams, your goals, and to put it down on paper and to strategize with it. How are you going to get this success you're looking for? How are you going to turn what has happened into something great? So I think that's a very positive reading for the first one, whoever that is. I'm also going to, just at the end here, usually what I do is I push the cards together to see, what card kind of ends up the first, like the top. This is show the kind of energy that you need to bring in. So this is the energy of new beginning. What does a new beginning mean to you? Instead of holding on to losses and thoughts of losing things, it's like, think of it as a new start. A new way to approach your future. And with positivity, it's like, there's so much opportunity here. So I think that's a really nice card actually to end up at the top. And that's the energy that you need to bring in. Like focusing on what can happen. See, it's a wand. It's like a wand from Harry Potter. It's like you're a magician. You can create your life. You just need to believe it. Okay, so that's there. I'm going to move on to the second one, which is the clear crystal. So I normally do a 5-card spread. I think we get enough information from it without having to go too deep. I have a hard time picking these up because they're so new. Okay, so starting off with this. 5 of Cups. 7 of Cups. The World. Page of Pentacles. And the Empress. Okay. Interesting. Right. So what I'm seeing, is that at the moment, you might be focusing on what isn't working or what has gone wrong or what you have lost. And you're not realizing what you have. All your attention is going towards things that haven't worked out, things that aren't working out. And you need to change your focus from loss to what you have learned. So what have you learned from there's always a lesson in life. And what lesson can you learn from this that you can take from it and turn it into something positive? Next one is choice, 7 of cups. So you might have lots of cups on the table and you don't even realize it. Well, lots of different options that you can take, and it's up to you to decide which is the best course to go. And you might not like think that you have a lot of choice right now, you know, but actually keep looking. Like, there's probably more there than you think there is. And whatever has happened, it's like the completion of a cycle. It's like you've learned something from what has happened, from this loss. This loss is not loss, it's learning. And that's you, let's say your spirit, moving on to the next stage. It's like you've evolved, and that's what that means. The world is like you've learned a massive lesson. You might not know exactly like where to go from there with it, but instead of looking at what you've lost and look at what you've gained from it, is just that clarity. That clarity is so important. Like, really, like, it's like we all go through different stages of our soul learning. And this stage, this completion that you've learned, you know, you can either make the choice to make the same mistakes again, or decide to learn from it and to not make the same mistake and to move on with your soul journey, wherever it might take you. The next one is Page of Pentacles, which is practical energy. So you have to do what it takes now, be practical, to move on from whatever completion cycle this is. And the best energy to bring in is the Empress energy, which is creativity, right? So be creative with your energy in a practical way, in a way that best suits, and also being practical. So what do you have to do right now? What is really important that you get done, that you get completed, so that you can allow yourself to go back into that creative energy. That creative energy is where you're supposed to be, I think. That's what I'm feeling from these cards. It's like you need to get your stuff in order right now. You need to be practical with it. Whatever is kind of out there that needs to be done, you need to do it, so that you can get back to where you're best. Okay? And that's your creative energy. So, like the other cards, I'm going to push these in and see which one ends up on top. That's showing your current energy. So, the world, the completion of a cycle. That's what has happened, or this is what's happening, this is what's coming in. And you have to realize that that's part of the process. To move on to the next thing, something has to complete, to move up a level, to manifest better, and also to find the life that you're looking for. Completion of a cycle is important. Don't mind that sneeze. It wasn't me. It was a distant sneeze. Bless you. So the last one is the pink and clear crystal. Whoever this is for. King of Swords. Two of Wands. Debt. Okay, Ace of Cups. And Three of Cups. Right. So whatever's coming in is requiring you to use your head. Use what's like your best part, which is your intelligence. Like the King of Swords is like a very intelligent figure, and he is driven by his logic, by his brain. And start planning. This is very, very much manifestation based. So to use your mind and put a plan in place. That's what's coming up. That's what the cards are telling me. That's what you should do next. And that you're ending, like you're transitioning from something. So something is, like, as the death card says, is dying, or something has died, something has finished. Kind of like the world card. This is, I said it's transition. To move towards your fulfillment is going to require a big transition. For you to move past what hasn't been working, to use your logical part of your brain now, and to plan out where you want to go in order to reach your cup of fulfillment. And that's complete fulfillment. Like whatever fulfillment is for you, to visualize it, to understand what it is, to actually write it down. And you will get there once you plan it out correctly. And transition, I'm feeling, is into the type of person that you want to be. To transition into whatever you're meant to be, whatever your purpose is. And to really step into that now. And the Three of Cups tells me that, you don't have to do it alone. There's other people here that can help you, that can come together with you, whether it's friends or family, and offer you the support that you need in order to reach this, in order to reach your fulfillment and to go through the transition in the right way. And that they are there for you so that you can do that. But yeah, to use your mind now and to plan for whatever it possibly is. That you have the key yourself. You have to use your own intelligence, to use what you know best to use, and to put everything to it. So I'm going to push these in now. I hope that message resonated with someone out there. It might not have resonated with everyone. So yeah, like the main card is your intelligence. That's the energy I'm feeling, is to use what you have, what your best quality is, which is that, and to bring you where you want to go. And that's what's kind of required at this time. So I think those are 3 amazing readings. As I said, I am a manifestation coach. These are the manifestation tarot. This is the manifestation tarot. This is the box. This is the deck. If you're interested in buying the deck, and also like having the words on it helps for newbies or people that have been around the scene. The graphics are quite simple and very nice. You can find there should be in the description a link to the deck if you want to buy it. It's an exclusive deck, so this is the only one here at the moment that exists. So if you'd like a deck like that, so reach out to myself, or check out the description, see what's there, or write a comment. And also please don't forget to like and subscribe this video. It's a fairly new channel, so the more subscribers we have, the better. And the whole aim is to help people manifest in the type of life that they're looking for. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Thomas, and I hope you have an awesome day, an awesome week. Take care. Bye-bye.